Navigating toxicity with Stoic wisdom. It's early in the morning and you're sipping your favorite coffee while scrolling through messages. Suddenly, you encounter words that feel like a splash of cold water, a harsh comment, or an unkind gesture. Just like that, your day seems a bit less bright. Facing toxic people is a challenge we all encounter, but how we respond can entirely shift the dynamics. Have you ever noticed how a single negative comment can cling to your thoughts longer than a compliment? It's like a stain on your favorite shirt that refuses to wash out. Here is where your power lies, in the ability to see that stain and decide not to let it ruin your shirt or your day. It's about understanding that these harsh moments reflect less about you and more about the other person's internal battles and insecurities. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius offers timeless wisdom. When another person blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. This perspective invites us to look beyond surface interactions and understand the deeper motivations behind others' actions. This moment of confrontation with negativity also presents a unique opportunity for self-reflection. So I challenge you to dive inward, stripping away the layers of expectations and societal masks. What truths about yourself have been shadowed by others' judgments? Are you allowing someone else's negativity to define your day or your worth? Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together, finding strategies to not only deal with toxic individuals, but also to strengthen our sense of self. 1. Cultivating self-awareness. You've likely met someone in your life who just seems to push all the wrong buttons. We often call these people toxic because they spread negativity like a cloud of smoke, making it hard to see clearly. But what if I told you there's a way to clear the air and navigate through this smoke without losing your way? It all starts with self-awareness. Just like knowing you're allergic to smoke makes you avoid it, understanding your responses to toxic people can empower you to keep your distance emotionally. This reminds me of a lesson from an old fencing master who taught his students that the real skill in fencing wasn't just in attacking, but in knowing precisely when to dodge. Each time a toxic person lashes out, picture yourself executing a perfect sidestep. You don't absorb the blow because you're aware of your own boundaries and you respect them enough not to let anyone cross. This doesn't require anger or a counterattack, just a quiet, unshakable knowledge of who you are. Turning this understanding into a part of your daily life isn't as hard as you might think. Consider it like tying your shoes. In the beginning, it's something you have to focus on, but eventually, it becomes second nature. When dealing with negativity, take a step back and ask yourself, why does this bother me? Or, what can I learn from this? These questions aren't about making excuses for others, but about reinforcing your own mental fortitude. Understand that this path will not be free of obstacles. Self-awareness and navigating through the smoke of others' negativity is no fairy tale. There will be days when it feels easier to just react, to throw back what was thrown at you. But that's a fleeting victory, one that feels hollow because it betrays who you are. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, remember you're not doing it because it's the easy choice, but because it's the right one for you. This is about building a fortress within yourself, not from arrogance, but from a place of strength and calm. It's not about ignoring the negativity, but acknowledging it without letting it define your actions. Embrace the challenge. It sharpens you, makes you more resilient, and in the long run, undeniably stronger. To delve deeper, consider these additional practical steps for cultivating self-awareness. A. Mindfulness meditation. Regular practice of mindfulness meditation helps in observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice can make you more aware of your triggers and responses, allowing you to handle toxic interactions with greater composure. B. Journaling. Keeping a journal where you record daily interactions and your responses to them can help identify patterns in your behavior. Reflecting on these entries can reveal underlying reasons for your reactions and guide you towards more balanced responses. C. Seek feedback. Sometimes, an external perspective can illuminate aspects of ourselves that we might miss. Ask trusted friends or mentors to provide honest feedback about how you handle negative interactions. D. Therapy or counseling. Professional guidance can be invaluable. Therapists can help you explore deep-seated issues that influence your reactions to toxic people and provide strategies to improve your emotional resilience. E. Educate yourself. Reading books on psychology, emotional intelligence, and Stoicism can offer new insights and techniques for managing your emotions. Knowledge empowers you to handle difficult situations more effectively. 2. Embracing forgiveness and memory. Turn your gaze toward the sky. Do you notice how stars shine bright despite the encircling darkness? Think of these stars as people who add value to your life, illuminating your path with understanding and empathy. On the other hand, you may come across black holes, representations of toxic individuals who pull you into their darkness, stripping you of your joy and energy. Now comes the question, is there a way to navigate this cosmic dance of relationships without getting sucked into these black holes? Picture yourself as a spaceship fueled not by hydrogen but by courage and wisdom. This courage is your forgiveness, the power cell that absolves people of their faults and lets you soar higher than any toxic influence. It disentangles you from the gravity of resentment that chains you to painful memories and grudges. Yet, every spaceship needs a navigational system. This is your memory, the keeper of life's lessons, the silent whisper in your ear, reminding you to take a detour when a known black hole looms in your flight path. The truth is, our past encounters with toxicity aren't shackles. They are points on a star map guiding us towards safer orbits. Every lesson learned from dealing with a toxic individual, every overpowering emotion felt, becomes a beacon reminding us what to avoid and helping shape our interactions. This combination of forgiveness and memory is the compass guiding us through the complex constellation of relationships. Bearing these thoughts in mind, I ask you to ponder on your journey through this celestial dance of relationships. Through whom do you see the brilliance of a star, and from whom do you need to divert like a black hole? Use your forgiveness as a fuel that propels you forward, and let your memory help you navigate to avoid repeating the same patterns. In the dance of relationships, in this intricate ballet of life, let us aspire to be the spaceship that forges its path through cosmic chaos with refined grace, driven by the power of forgiveness and guided by the wisdom of memory. Expanding further on this concept, let's explore how to integrate forgiveness and memory into your life effectively. A. Understand forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning the toxic behavior or forgetting the harm done. It's about releasing the emotional burden and freeing yourself from the hold that past grievances have over you. This act is more for your peace than for the other person. B. Practice empathy. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Understanding their background, struggles, and reasons behind their toxic behavior can make it easier to forgive. This doesn't excuse their actions, but helps in reducing your emotional reaction to them. C. Memory as a learning tool. Instead of holding on to painful memories with bitterness, use them as lessons. Each toxic interaction can teach you something about your boundaries, your triggers, and how to better handle similar situations in the future. D. Forgiveness rituals. Create personal rituals that symbolize letting go of grudges. This could be writing a letter you don't send, engaging in a meditation focused on release, or even a physical activity like hiking that signifies moving forward. E. Balance memory and presence. While it's important to remember and learn from the past, it's equally crucial to stay present. Mindfulness practices can help you balance the wisdom of past experiences with the clarity of present awareness. F. Seek closure. Sometimes having an honest conversation with the person involved can provide closure. It may not always be possible or advisable, but when done in a controlled and calm manner, it can help both parties move forward. G. Surround yourself with positivity. Build a support system of friends and mentors who uplift you. Their positive influence can counterbalance the impact of toxic individuals and reinforce your efforts to forgive and move on. H. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you navigate this process. Forgiveness and learning from the past are not always linear journeys. There will be setbacks, but treating yourself with compassion can help you stay resilient. 3. Building emotional stability. Navigating life surrounded by toxic individuals can feel like trekking through a dense fog. You lose sight of where you're headed, and every step feels uncertain. But what if I told you there's a way to clear the fog? It starts from within, through the strength of emotional stability cultivated by Stoicism. Think about that one person who, no matter the chaos, never seems ruffled, like a mountain standing firm against the raging storm. This isn't about being indifferent or cold. It's about recognizing that the only thing truly under our control is how we respond to the outside world. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies in our reaction, not in trying to control the uncontrollable. So, when faced with a toxic person, remember that their negativity is a storm passing by. You are the mountain. Emotions might swirl around you, but they don't have to penetrate your core. It's about creating a space between the stimulus and your response where your power lies. Consider the analogy of a ship at sea. When storms come, a well-anchored ship may sway but will not capsize. Similarly, your emotional stability is the anchor that keeps you grounded. This stability isn't innate for most of us. It's built through practice and patience. When a toxic person attempts to shake your peace, visualize your anchor. Feel its weight and steadiness, allowing it to hold you firm. Here's a practical approach to developing this anchor: daily reflection. At the end of each day, spend a few minutes reviewing interactions that disturbed your peace. Ask yourself why they affected you and how you could respond differently next time. This reflection isn't about self-criticism, but about understanding and growth. Breathing exercises and mindfulness can also enhance your emotional stability. When you sense a toxic interaction brewing, take a deep breath. Let it fill your lungs and then release it slowly, along with the tension. This simple act creates a pause, a moment to reclaim your power before reacting. Remember, the goal isn't to suppress your emotions, but to understand and manage them. Emotional stability doesn't mean you won't feel anger or hurt. It means recognizing these feelings and choosing a thoughtful response rather than a reflexive reaction. For those looking to delve deeper into this practice, consider these additional strategies for building emotional stability. A. Meditation and mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness meditation into your daily routine. Apps like Headspace or Calm offer guided sessions that can help you develop a consistent practice. These sessions train your mind to stay present and reduce overreaction to external stimuli. B. Emotional journaling. Keep an emotional journal where you write down your feelings and triggers each day. This practice helps in recognizing patterns and understanding the root causes of your emotional responses. C. Stoic exercises. Engage in Stoic exercises such as negative visualization, where you imagine the worst-case scenario to better appreciate what you have and to prepare yourself emotionally for potential challenges. D. Physical activity. Regular physical exercise is crucial for emotional health. Activities like yoga, Tai Chi, or even daily walks can significantly reduce stress levels and improve your overall emotional stability. E. Healthy boundaries. Learn to set and maintain healthy boundaries. This might mean limiting your exposure to certain individuals or being clear about what behaviors you will not tolerate. F. Therapeutic practices. Techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help reframe negative thought patterns and build healthier emotional responses. Consider seeking professional guidance if needed. G. Support networks. Surround yourself with supportive and positive individuals. Their encouragement can reinforce your emotional stability and provide a buffer against toxic influences. H. Continuous learning. Read books and listen to podcasts on emotional intelligence and Stoicism. Authors like Ryan Holiday, who has written extensively on applying Stoic principles to modern life, can offer valuable insights. 4. Practicing detachment. Imagine standing on the shore watching waves crash against the rocks. The waves are fierce and relentless, but the rocks remain unmoved, unbroken. This image is a powerful metaphor for practicing detachment when dealing with toxic people. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or avoidance. It's about maintaining your inner peace amidst external chaos. Stoicism teaches that we should concern ourselves with what we can control and let go of what we cannot. Detachment in this context is the art of focusing on your actions and reactions, not the toxic behavior of others. It's about recognizing that you cannot change or fix someone else's negativity, but you can choose not to let it affect your inner state. A practical exercise to cultivate detachment is the practice of the view from above, a Stoic meditation. Close your eyes and visualize yourself rising above your current situation, looking down on it from a higher perspective. See your life in the context of the broader world, the vastness of time and space. This shift in perspective helps diminish the perceived intensity of toxic interactions, reminding you of their insignificance in the grand scheme of things. Another technique is to practice emotional distancing. When faced with a toxic person, mentally step back and observe the situation as an outsider. Ask yourself how a neutral party would view this interaction. This detachment creates space between you and your emotional response, allowing you to respond more rationally. Remember, practicing detachment doesn't mean you don't care about others. It means you care enough about yourself to not let others' negativity drain your energy. It's a form of self-respect and preservation, enabling you to engage with the world without losing yourself. For those interested in deepening their practice of detachment, consider these additional strategies. A. Visualization techniques. Regularly practice visualization exercises where you imagine yourself in different challenging scenarios and practice maintaining your composure and detachment. This mental rehearsal prepares you for real-life situations. B. Mindful observation. Engage in mindful observation during interactions. Focus on the words and actions of the other person without attaching emotions or judgments. This practice can help you remain calm and detached. C. Emotional regulation. Learn and apply techniques for emotional regulation such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided imagery. These techniques can help manage stress and maintain emotional detachment. D. Philosophical reading. Read works of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Their writings provide profound insights into the practice of detachment and maintaining inner peace. E. Personal reflection. Regularly reflect on your interactions and your responses. Identify moments where you successfully practiced detachment and areas where you struggled. Use these reflections to improve your practice. F. Self-compassion. Cultivate self-compassion. Understand that practicing detachment is a journey and that you will have setbacks. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge your progress. G. Engage in hobbies. Engage in activities that you are passionate about and that bring you joy. These activities can serve as a sanctuary, helping you detach from negative influences. H. Seek professional help. If you find it particularly challenging to detach from toxic individuals, consider seeking professional help. Therapists can provide tailored strategies and support to help you develop healthy detachment. 5. Setting boundaries. Imagine your personal space as a beautifully manicured garden. This garden represents your peace, your mental and emotional well-being. Now, think of boundaries as the fence around this garden. Without a fence, anyone can wander in and trample your flowers, bringing chaos and disruption. Setting boundaries is not about shutting people out. It's about protecting your space, so it remains a place of tranquility and growth. Establishing boundaries with toxic people can be challenging, especially if they are close to you, like family members or colleagues. However, it's crucial for your well-being. Start by clearly defining what behaviors you will not tolerate. This clarity is the first step in building your fence. Communication is key in setting boundaries. Express your needs and limits calmly and assertively. For example, if a colleague consistently undermines you, have a private conversation where you express how their behavior affects you and what changes you expect. Use I statements to keep the focus on your feelings and needs rather than blaming the other person. Enforcing boundaries requires consistency. If someone crosses a boundary, address it immediately. Letting it slide sends the message that your boundaries are flexible and can be disregarded. Remember, it's not about being confrontational, but about being firm and respectful towards yourself. For those who find boundary setting difficult, especially in entrenched toxic relationships, consider these additional strategies. A. Role-playing. Practice boundary setting scenarios with a trusted friend or therapist. This rehearsal can help build your confidence and prepare you for real-life interactions. B. Body language. Pay attention to your body language when setting boundaries. Maintain eye contact, stand tall, and use a calm yet firm tone of voice. Your physical presence can reinforce your verbal message. C. Self-care. Prioritize self-care to strengthen your resolve. When you feel good about yourself, you are more likely to uphold your boundaries. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and hobbies can bolster your confidence and well-being. D. Know your rights. Remind yourself that you have the right to protect your mental and emotional health. You are entitled to set boundaries without feeling guilty or selfish. E. Seek support. Join support groups or online communities where you can share experiences and gain insights from others who have successfully set boundaries with toxic individuals. F. Reflect and adjust. Regularly reflect on your boundaries and their effectiveness. Be open to adjusting them as needed. Boundaries are not static. They can evolve as your needs and circumstances change. G. Practice patience. Understand that boundary setting is a process. It may take time for others to respect your boundaries fully. Be patient but persistent. H. Legal boundaries. In extreme cases, don't hesitate to seek legal boundaries, such as restraining orders, if the toxic behavior escalates to harassment or threats. 6. Choosing your battles. In life, every interaction with a toxic person doesn't need to be a battle. Imagine you are a skilled martial artist who knows that sometimes the best way to win a fight is to avoid it altogether. This is where the wisdom of choosing your battles comes into play. Not every slight or negative comment requires a response. Sometimes, The most powerful action is no action at all. This doesn't mean being passive, it means being strategic. Assess the situation and determine if engaging will lead to a productive outcome or if it will only drain your energy. One way to decide whether to engage is by evaluating the stakes. Ask yourself, is this worth my time and energy? Will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? Often you'll find that many conflicts are not worth the emotional investment. Another strategy is to practice the art of graceful exit. If a conversation is turning toxic, politely excuse yourself. This can be as simple as saying, "I need to step away now, but we can discuss this later." This approach preserves your peace and signals that you won't engage in negativity. For more nuanced situations, consider these additional strategies for choosing your battles wisely. A. Cost-benefit analysis. Before engaging in a conflict, perform a mental cost-benefit analysis. Weigh the potential benefits of addressing the issue against the emotional and mental costs involved. B. Conflict resolution skills. Develop strong conflict resolution skills. Learning how to diffuse tension and navigate difficult conversations can help you handle conflicts more effectively when you do choose to engage. C. Pick your timing. Timing can be crucial in conflicts. Choose to address issues when emotions are not running high, and both parties are more likely to be receptive to a constructive conversation. D. Stay grounded. During a conflict, stay grounded in your values and priorities. Focus on what truly matters to you, and let that guide your decisions on whether to engage or let go. E. Limit engagement. If you must engage with a toxic person, set time limits for these interactions. Keeping conversations brief can reduce the chances of escalation and protect your energy. F. Third-party mediation. In situations where conflict resolution seems impossible, consider involving a neutral third party. Mediators or counselors can help facilitate a constructive dialogue and find common ground. G. Document interactions. If you are dealing with a particularly persistent toxic individual, document your interactions. Keeping records can provide clarity and support if you need to escalate the issue to higher authorities. H. Letting go. Sometimes the best choice is to walk away from a toxic relationship altogether. Recognizing when a relationship is beyond repair and letting go is a powerful step towards preserving your peace and well-being. 7. Embracing impermanence. Everything in life is transient, including toxic relationships. The concept of impermanence is a core teaching in both Stoicism and Buddhism. Understanding that everything changes can provide profound relief and perspective when dealing with difficult people. Consider the metaphor of a river. The water flowing through it is never the same. It's constantly moving and changing. Similarly, the toxic people in your life are not permanent fixtures. Their presence, their influence, and even their behavior will change over time. Embracing impermanence helps you realize that the pain and frustration you feel now are temporary. It encourages patience and resilience, knowing that this too shall pass. This mindset allows you to endure difficult situations with a sense of calm and hope. To internalize the concept of impermanence, practice daily reminders. Reflect on the changing nature of your experiences, both good and bad. This reflection can foster a sense of gratitude for the present moment and reduce the emotional impact of toxic interactions. Consider these additional practices to embrace impermanence in your daily life. A. Meditative reflection. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on the impermanent nature of life. Acknowledge the transient nature of your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. B. Gratitude. Practice. Cultivate gratitude by appreciating the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts your focus away from negativity and helps you recognize the fleeting beauty of each moment. C. Mindful observation. Observe the natural world around you. Notice the changing seasons, the blooming and withering of flowers, the cycle of day and night. These observations reinforce the concept of impermanence. D. Embrace change. Be open to change and view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Embracing change helps you adapt to new circumstances and reduces resistance to life's inevitable shifts. E. Release attachments. Practice letting go of attachments to outcomes, people, and material possessions. This doesn't mean you don't care, but rather you understand and accept their transient nature. F. Seek perspective. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself how this will affect you in the long term. Often what seems overwhelming now will seem insignificant with time. G. Inspirational reading. Read books and articles that explore the concept of impermanence. Philosophical and spiritual texts can offer deeper insights and reinforce your understanding. H. Creative expression. Use creative outlets like writing, art, or music to express your thoughts and feelings about impermanence. This expression can provide clarity and emotional release. 8. Finding your inner peace. Inner peace is not about escaping reality, but about finding a calm center within yourself amidst the chaos. It's like being in the eye of a storm where everything around you is turbulent, but you remain calm and unshaken. Achieving inner peace requires regular practices that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises are powerful tools to calm the mind and connect with your inner self. These practices help you build a sanctuary within, a place of refuge you can retreat to when faced with external turmoil. Gratitude and mindfulness are also key components of inner peace. Focusing on what you have rather than what you lack fosters a sense of contentment and joy. Mindfulness keeps you grounded in the present moment, reducing anxiety about the past or future. To cultivate inner peace, create a daily routine that includes activities promoting relaxation and joy. This could be as simple as taking a walk in nature, reading a good book, or spending time with loved ones. The goal is to find what brings you peace and make it a regular part of your life. For those seeking to deepen their journey towards inner peace, consider these additional strategies. A. Develop a morning routine. Start your day with activities that promote calmness and clarity. This could include meditation, journaling, or a peaceful breakfast without distractions. B. Digital detox. Regularly disconnect from digital devices and social media. The constant influx of information can be overwhelming and disruptive to your peace of mind. C. Nature connection. Spend time in nature. The natural world has a calming effect and helps to reset your mind and body. Activities like hiking, gardening, or simply sitting in a park can be very restorative. D. Creative outlets. Engage in creative activities like painting, writing, or playing music. Creativity allows you to express emotions and thoughts in a constructive and calming manner. E. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Recognize that it's okay to have difficult days and that you are doing your best. Self-compassion reduces inner turmoil and fosters peace. F. Mindful eating. Pay attention to what you eat and how you eat. Choose nourishing foods and eat slowly, savoring each bite. This practice not only benefits your physical health, but also promotes mindfulness and inner calm. G. Community involvement. Engage in community activities or volunteer work. Helping others and being part of a community can provide a sense of purpose and connection, enhancing your inner peace. H. Regular reflection. Take time to reflect on your day, your goals, and your progress. Reflection helps you stay aligned with your values and appreciate the journey, fostering a sense of peace and fulfillment. 9. Continuous learning and growth. Dealing with toxic people is not just about survival, but about growth. Every difficult interaction is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to develop new skills. Embrace these challenges as part of your journey towards becoming a stronger and wiser person. Continuous learning is a lifelong process. Engage in activities that broaden your perspective and enhance your emotional intelligence. This could include reading books on psychology, attending workshops, or seeking mentorship. The more you learn, the better equipped you are to handle toxic individuals with grace and confidence. Self-reflection is a crucial aspect of continuous growth. Regularly assess your interactions and your responses. Identify areas where you can improve and celebrate your successes. This reflection helps you stay aware of your progress and keeps you motivated on your journey. For those committed to continuous learning and growth, consider these additional strategies. A. Read widely. Diversify your reading to include various genres and subjects. Reading widely broadens your perspective and deepens your understanding of different aspects of life. B. Seek feedback. Regularly ask for feedback from trusted friends, family, or colleagues. Constructive feedback provides valuable insights into areas for improvement and helps you grow. C. Lifelong learning. Enroll in courses or workshops on topics that interest you. Continuous education keeps your mind active and engaged, promoting personal and professional growth. D. Mentorship. Find a mentor who can guide and support you on your journey. A mentor can provide valuable advice, share their experiences, and help you navigate challenges. E. Practice gratitude. Keep a gratitude journal where you regularly write down things you are grateful for. This practice fosters a positive mindset and encourages continuous personal growth. F. Set goals. Regularly set and review personal and professional goals. Having clear goals provides direction and motivation for continuous learning and improvement. G. Reflective journaling. Maintain a journal where you reflect on your daily experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This practice enhances self-awareness and facilitates personal growth. H. Mindfulness practices. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Mindfulness enhances your awareness of the present moment and promotes a deeper understanding of yourself. Conclusion. Navigating through life with toxic people is undeniably challenging, but with the wisdom of Stoicism and practical strategies, it is possible to maintain your peace and dignity. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing forgiveness, building emotional stability, practicing detachment, setting boundaries, choosing your battles, embracing impermanence, finding inner peace, and committing to continuous learning and growth, you can transform these interactions into opportunities for personal growth and resilience. Remember, the power to remain unaffected by others' negativity lies within you. You are the master of your own emotional landscape, and with practice and patience, you can navigate through life's storms with grace and strength.